Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
Oh yeah! Give me a taste of that sweet, sweet paste. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thanks to Shampoodler for that wonderful catchphrase submission. Kind of fits in with our theme today because, hello, welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Scott Aukerman here, and bonus episode here because I took a look at the calendar, and guess what day it is? 420. Oh, yeah, we have never done a 420 themed show before, and when I saw that calendar and saw it was on a Thursday, I just knew that I had to have some incredible guests on who would help me celebrate this, what I consider to be a national holiday, and we should get a day off as far as I'm concerned. So coming up a little later, we have a person who's going to take us through the history of 420. That is going to be amazing. And of course, before that, we have a doctor coming up. But first, you know, when I saw that it was 420, I knew that I had a guest who would get very excited about this. He's been on the show many times before, but we haven't seen him since December, I believe, which seems to be about 4 months or so. Please welcome Maxwell Keeper, the Timekeeper.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yes.
Wonderful greetings to you upon this day.
Salutations as well.
Salutations and beyond, some might even say.
Well, certainly, after the salutations, we will have a conversation.
Sure.
Maxwell, it's so good to see you. When I put it out there to our regular guests, I'm having a 420 show. I would say it was 30 seconds at most before I received an email from you.
A wonderful amount of time.
Yes.
Yes. I have to get these all out of the way, the things I say.
Your catchphrases, yes. So we can create new ones, hopefully.
Shalatoo!
Hey, Shalatoo. Hey, who knows if it'll stick?
I doubt it will.
You said you wanted to be involved. 420. Now,
Yes.
I didn't realize that you were a pot smoker, but let's... Oh, wait. You don't partake of the herb?
No, I've made a pot in a ceramics class, of course.
Who hasn't?
Certainly, but...
What white person hasn't?
Smoking pot? You speak of grass, do you not?
Wait, do you rhyme now? Is that your thing?
'Twas an accident.
No, that's what a 420 show. It's a pot-themed show. We're having a special bonus episode here. Everyone's talking about smoking grass, yes.
Oh, I thought this was a day to celebrate 420, April 20th.
A wonderful day on the calendar.
A wonderful day on the calendar, yes. I thought it was so wonderful that finally holidays are named after the dates on which they take place instead of other things.
Oh, wait, do you want Christmas to be called December 25th?
Yes.
I suppose in some Christmas songs it is.
Sure. It's
You
been
almost said
thrown out
certainly.
there. Certainly, it's my old catchphrase. Shalatoo, Scott, shalatoo.
So let's break it down. Halloween would be called
October 31st.
Okay, and why is that? I mean, isn't Halloween more specific?
No, I think October 31st, everyone remembers. It pays tribute to the date upon which it always takes place. And you never need to go, which day is it again?
How would we handle Thanksgiving then? Because it flies around.
I'm glad you asked. Well, you'd simply call it...
You started applauding silently like a golf clap.
The fourth Thursday of November.
Okay, we would call it fourth Thursday of November.
See.
And then how would we deal with Easter? Because sometimes it's in April, sometimes it's,
Well, I guess we just have to go off the Gregorian calendar. I'm not sure when Easter takes place exactly.
Yeah, I can never figure out when they decide when that's going to be. Sometimes
it's not
in
a
March.
perfect system, but for the ones that do fall on a set date, it seems like, to me, any thus way, We should be calling out the date upon which it takes place.
Okay, then do you think 420 should be a holiday then?
Yes, of course.
But you don't have any connection to it.
What are you speaking of, you foolish man?
Please, this is no time for name calling.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stand up and start spinning around. 420, that's the day Harold Lloyd was born.
Harold Lloyd, the
silent film star who hung from a clock in safety last.
Okay, this is why you like this holiday.
One of the finest films from 1923. A fine year.
What are the other films in 1923, just so we can really debate the merits of the other ones?
There's The Governor's Daughter. There's Emily and Patricia.
Boy, films used to be very unexciting.
Yes, I agree.
But a fine year for film.
Yes,
you also agree.
A wonderful year for film.
So you think Harold Lloyd's birthday should be a national holiday because he
hangs from a clock.
He does. Do you think he hangs from a clock in heaven?
I truly believe so. I think as you walk through the gates of heaven.
The pearly gates.
The pearly gates.
Mm-hmm. What? And they're made of pearls? Is that why we call it
they're
that?
made of iron, and then pearls have been hot glued to the gates.
Okay, like bedazzled?
Yes.
The Brendan Fraser.
Yes. Now you get it. Now you have a vision of the afterlife.
Certainly. And do you think there are clocks everywhere, like Salvador Dali paintings, the non-melted ones?
Sure.
What do you think of Salvador Dali?
He's edgy, I'll give him that. I don't know that I would mess with clocks like him, but he's the artist. I'm simply the timekeeper.
That's right. Well, getting back to our original point, do you think there are clocks in heaven?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think anywhere you look is a clock.
But is there a concept of time in heaven? I mean, or is everything a concept in time, and that's what makes it heaven for you?
Well, some people have said they think that heaven is timeless. There is no
eternity.
That's hell to me.
Right. So how disappointed would you be if you got up to heaven and God were to say, "Hey, Maxwell, welcome. By the way, don't worry about your clocks anymore. Every day is just a long, unending stretch of meaningless amounts of increments."
I suppose then under the cover of night, I'd escape back to Earth and roam it as a ghost.
Wait, do you think ghosts are escapees from heaven?
Yes.
They don't like it up there?
They don't like heaven. They escape.
Under the cover of night.
Under cover of night.
Is there night in heaven?
Well, yes, because how else would ghosts escape?
Okay. Oh, well, it all makes sense. Okay.
Yes. And they go to the Grey Watch Tunnel and escape back to Earth.
Wait, there's a Grey Watch Tunnel?
Grey Watch Tunnel, the one way to escape back to Earth.
Okay, so wait, is it a tunnel that deposits you? Where does it deposit you? Where does the tunnel end up?
The tunnel ends up in Fresno.
Fresno?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. A shithole.
Yes.
Apologies to our listeners from Fresno.
No.
Okay, no apologies. Okay, so that's your heaven plan.
Yes. I've thought it out.
Certainly. And what has been going on with you? We haven't seen you in 4 months. And how's everything been at Longo's Watch Repair? Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's been wonderful. I've been calling the customers to let them know what time it is when their watch is in for repair.
Every 10 minutes, is that?
Yes, they can customize it. We added that feature.
Oh, really? So before it was every 10 minutes?
Every 10 minutes. Now they can customize how often they want to hear.
And how often do they want to hear?
I would say on average, it's never.
That's a low average.
It is, yes. I'm beginning to feel like I'm not as useful as I thought I would be.
Did you say Zeusful?
Zeusful. I'm not as Zeusful nor as Zeusful.
Wait a minute. Are you going to start rhyming again?
It is a possibility on this. Oh, no.
Okay, you're not good at that. Please don't be Zeusful. So your brother Desmond.
Desmond, yes.
And your brother-in-law, sorry, Desmond. And,
brother-in-law, yes.
And your sister, what was her name again?
Listeners?
Look, how can we remember everything in our lives?
I can barely remember yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
I don't know.
But you said you barely remembered it.
Oh, yeah, I went to bed.
Okay, so that part sticks out.
Ooh.
Do you think you went to bed just because you woke up in bed?
Yes, it was circumstantial evidence. Made me think I went to bed.
Okay, who knows?
I remember waking up this morning. I said, "Well,
someone may have placed you there."
Oh, I would have loved that.
Oh, that's right. How's your search for love going? I remember when you were out there in where were you when you? I believe it was Boston
or New York.
Yeah, you.
I finally met Lisa Porsche.
That's right. I was in New York. Lisa Porsche. What a wonderful name.
What a wonderful woman.
Have you been seeing her?
We live in different cities.
Where does she live again?
I don't know. She won't tell me.
On the average, she's telling you never?
Yes. But we have the most wonderful correspondence.
Oh, okay. What, texts?
Emails after emails that I send.
And how many are you returning? Let me guess. On the average.
On the average, nil.
Neil.
Who?
So this is a one-sided romance. I'm glad you kids got together, though.
Yes. It's. I don't know. I feel like we're like that kid in that movie about Mars who's.
Okay, kid in that movie about Mars. Let's see. What do we got?
Heart couldn't stand Earth's gravity.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Well, I don't
I'm a lot
think
like Salvador Dali on a bad day.
Ooh.
So things over there at the watch repair just kind of going as usual? Or,
yes,
yeah.
Nothing too abnormal.
And Desmond, as I recall, repairs the watches.
Yes.
And your responsibilities include calling the people should they desire it.
Yes, I have a new responsibility, which is if someone comes into the store, make myself scarce.
Okay, that seems to be the scarcity or a paucity of a responsibility.
Well, it helps business.
Okay, so hey, who can argue, right?
Yes.
And you have a little cot in the back. Is that what happens?
Yes, yeah. I sleep on a cot in the back sometimes, and I sit on it sometimes too.
Okay, sure. There's a lot of things one can do with a cot. Although I guess really sleep and sit, lie upon.
Say it's what you did to a fish.
Right. There's also have sex upon it. Have you ever done that?
No.
Poor Maxwell. Are you still? Do you still
straight edge? Yes.
Okay. That's not what I was asking. That's right, you're straight edge. Why did I think you would be good for a 420 show?
I don't know. I'm only straight edge because no one's ever asked me if I want a beer or drugs.
But you have that X tattooed on your hand.
Oh, yes. That's to remind me, though, to watch the X-Men movies.
Okay.
Someone told me they're good.
And you still haven't seen them?
I haven't seen them yet. I keep reminding myself.
The new Logan's not bad. And speaking of Logan, do you have a computer that you log on to?
I do, to write my emails.
That's right. I should have guessed. And have you ever been tempted with drugs? Has anyone ever come up to you and...
Never upon this earth or any other.
Realm?
Yes, realm.
Okay, how many other realms have you been to?
Ooh, let's see. Sleep realm.
Okay, so the dreamscape.
Dreamscape. I've been to the dreamscape.
Have you met the Sandman there? Or has he just kind of watched over you?
He's guided my hand on my way in there. I've been to the dreamscape. I've been to the realm of my imagination.
Okay, certainly. One's own mindscape in one's mind's eye.
Yes.
Sometimes can take you to fantastical worlds.
Well put. But you have such a facility with language.
Oh, well, not like you, my dear boy.
Oh, and I thank thee verily upon this morn.
How old are you?
32 years old.
No, I believe you're 33, my friend, because didn't you just have a birthday?
No, it's February 29th. It only comes every 4 years.
Oh, yeah, but why do you count 32? Why are you?
I suppose, yes.
Do you go from 32 to 36?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yes.
Okay, but you're 32 and a quarter.
Yes, that's a good
quarter of the way
it.
to 36.
Yes.
Right. And did you don't celebrate when your birthday sort of passes by? Like, do you celebrate at midnight on February 28th, going into March 1, or do you just not?
I tried to capture that minuscule moment between
just in
one
case.
day and another. Yes.
Yes, just in case your birthday actually happens.
Yes, in case I can feel some fleeting joy.
And obviously, your family doesn't gather around you to celebrate, or do they try to?
They try, and I say nay.
Because the calendar, it's not there on the calendar, so why would you celebrate?
Yes. I said, nay. Well, I started saying that to my family when they wanted to celebrate, and suddenly some horses started gathering around me.
You don't say.
Yes! I'd clearly attracted them. It must have been mating season.
Maybe you're negging them.
Yes.
I didn't know horses like that.
Yes.
So, how'd you get rid of the horses, by the way?
Let's just say I'm down a few apples.
Okay. I didn't realize you collected apples.
I decided to start, but it all went away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a terrible way to start a collection, to immediately get rid of them. Well, this is really not the show that I expected to have.
Happy 420!
I thought my guests would bring a little something, you know. I'm a little light. I'm not Holden, so I thought...
You're the Pixar logo?
I like it applies to the first part of my sentence, but not the second.
What?
I'm not Holden. Well, I guess I'm not William Holden. I'm the Pixar logo.
You're a little light,
Yes, right. Okay. Got it. Well, too bad. But I hope our next guest can maybe bring out some of, well, it's right there in his name, bring out some of the green stuff. He's been on the show before, and I haven't really listened to anything that he's ever said, but he's a doctor down on Venice Boulevard. He's from Jamaica. Please welcome Dr. Green.
Girl, Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's poppin', brother?
I'm great, Dr. Green. Hit me. 420. Here we go.
Happy 420, brother. Happy day of mental health awareness.
What's this?
Today is the day where we celebrate all the psychological disorders in the human race.
All of the psychological...
Every single one.
Like including when someone becomes a serial killer?
Especially that one, Scotty. Listen, it's not a day of celebration, okay? It's a day of quiet reflection. Somber, quiet reflection.
Doesn't really make good radio, though.
Ooh, you're right. How about for just this weekend celebrate in a happy way, but it's a serious topic, okay?
Okay, yeah, Dr. Green, you're a doctor, right, over there on Venice Boulevard? I can't remember your details.
Yeah, me a psychiatrist, okay?
Psychiatrist?
Yeah, me a prescribing the mental health drugs, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, Dr. Green's Emporium down on Venice Boardwalk.
Oh, that's right. But you don't actually sell or partake of the actual green?
No. And it's the strangest thing, as I said a few times before in the show, you know, people, they assume just because I'm from the island that I'm a weed doctor. But me, I don't sell no weed. Me don't do the weed, okay?
Okay.
Me try to give good psychological help to the people around me.
So you didn't bring anything?
I didn't. Well, no, I didn't. If you're looking for weed, I didn't bring none.
I was kind of hoping to smoke Maxwell out here and you know, give him his first experience.
Shalatoo.
Hey, what that mean, brother? What Shalatoo mean?
I don't know. Eleanor is my sister's name.
Oh, right.
Eleanor.
And sorry, just to jump in, but you were wondering about the movie where the dude was from Mars and he couldn't. It's the space between us.
The space. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Green. Boy, people were shouting at their iPods.
Yeah. I can only imagine they couldn't continue to listen without knowing that piece of information.
Shouting at the internet, however that's done.
No doubt.
Butterfield's in it.
Yep, and Britt Robertson.
Dr. Green, what's your first name again, by the way?
Ooh, Terrence.
Dr. Terrence Green.
Yeah.
Did you happen to bring any like Xanax or?
Yeah, I got some Xanax. I got some Xannies, baby. You want to get down on some Xannies?
You want to pop some Xannies?
Yeah, I'll pop some Xannies, you know what I'm saying? But only because you have a disorder, I assume.
Do I have to prove that? Is there some sort of a test that you give me?
Yeah, you just tell me that you got glaucoma and I'll give you some Xanax. Okay?
It's not going to help.
Well, it helps for me. Okay?
Have you ever smoked weed?
Look, it's impossible to grow up in Jamaica without getting a contact high.
That's right. Yeah. No. Well, I remember some of your details.
Let me give you a quick recap from what I can recall.
Yeah.
I was a Jamaican sprinter.
Right.
I was best friends with Usain Bolt.
Right.
And then I was also a very fast swimmer.
Okay.
I had the longest dreadlocks on the entire island.
Oh, that's right. It was sort of like a wedding train.
Exactly, and my mother would just yank them when I was getting lost in the woods. And I was also the class president at like age 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And didn't you live out? You lived in New York City.
I lived in New York City
for a
and
while.
I stole John Hodgman's shit.
Yeah, I recall that.
So,
I wish Usain Bolt wouldn't rush through those 100 meters.
Yeah, he should take
His time.
Enjoy them. Yeah. What if they had the slowest racer, and we gave them an award because it's like, wow, you really made the most of that.
The networks would never agree to that. The ratings would be too high.
Wait, you have a problem with the networks?
Yes.
What's your favorite TV show, by the way?
60 Minutes.
Okay. I thought 120 Minutes with Matt Pinfield would have been your...
Well, Matt's still on the air.
Okay, yeah, you're right. When that's off the air, what'll it be? The Simpsons?
It won't be timeless, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. What was that one that just got canceled with Jack the Ripper?
Time after time.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been your favorite.
It was up there.
Yeah.
Very sexy.
So, Dr. Green, by the way, what's your favorite TV show?
ooh, my favorite TV show. I got a lot of TV shows, I watch Bob Marley documentaries pretty regularly.
What else is there to know about him?
What else is, there's a lot to know about him. He's actually my uncle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're the nephew of Bob Marley?
I'm the nephew of Bob Marley.
Wait, where does Skip Marley fall in? He's doing a guest spot on Katy Perry's new song, Slave to the Rhythm. Like, there's too many Marleys.
Let me hit you with a hot piece of gossip, Scotty.
Some hot goss.
Skip Marley, not a real Marley. He's adopted.
He's adopted?
He's adopted, yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from Barbados.
Oh, no.
Another island in the Caribbean.
Oh, no.
Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, which one?
Oh,
Curse of the Black Pearl?
No. What's the dead man's chest?
Oh.
The one that nobody's seen.
Right. I would think putting man's chest in the title of a movie would get everyone all hot and bothered, and they'd want to see it.
May I agree?
But maybe the dead in front of it was off-putting.
I like the squid beard that one dude has.
Yeah. Why?
Because I got really wispy facial hair.
Yeah, we've never talked about your wispy facial hair.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you're a cartoon of an old man or something. And it's like you have sort of like a pig pen hair coming off your chin.
It's weird. I got the longest, thickest head hair, because my dreadlocks are very long.
Yeah.
Very tough. I catch criminals with my dreadlocks from time to time. Somebody trying to run away, I just lasso them, pull them right back.
This is an unexplored part of your history.
Yeah. There's a lot you don't know about me, Scott.
So you're like a vigilante.
Yeah, listen, I didn't want to bring this up, but, last time I was here, I was trying to figure out what my next phase was going to be.
Oh, okay.
And
do you think that this is a phase, you being a doctor on the Venice boardwalk?
Yeah, well, I've been class president, I've been Olympic sprinter, I've been world record holder in the 100-meter backstroke,
Nephew to Bob Marley.
My newest phase, Dr. Green, vigilante.
Oh, wow. So do you go out on patrol?
I go out on patrol, yeah.
It must be, it must be difficult to run into a crime. I think back of Maxwell, of all the crimes that you've ever actually witnessed.
I've witnessed very firsthand several assaults.
Oh, when you say firsthand, meaning the hands
first hand that hit my face.
Yeah. Kids at school, or?
Kids at school, old people who didn't take kindly to me.
Oh, no, not even old people.
Mayors, all sorts.
Mayors?
Yes.
Mayors of, where's Longo's Watch Repair again? Tallahassee, right, yes. So you're out there, how do you come across so many crimes?
So here's the thing, okay, living down on Venice Boardwalk, it's a bunch of vagrants and vagabonds, so there'll be crime happening left and right.
Wait, you're not just arresting vagrants for...
Yeah, exactly. When there's a vagrant walking in front of my emporium, I lasso him with my dreadlock and I drag his ass to the police station.
No, there are better ways to handle this.
Do you ever you know how Spider-Man will catch criminals and then leave them sort of hanging from a street light in a web? Do you ever leave them hanging from a street light in a dread?
Yes, I do exactly that. One single dreadlock is enough. It's strong enough to sustain a 150-pound man.
I mean, I guess Spider-Man's webs dissolve within 1 hour, but your hair doesn't dissolve, does it?
My hair literally never dissolves.
So how do the police then untangle the dread?
They can untie it. It's a special knot that I've created. I've given the code of the knot to the police station.
code?
Yeah. It's like a maze, you know. You gotta know
okay.
how to get out of it. But once
Okay.
you know, it's not that hard. But the police or the criminals, they don't know how to get out of that. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just trying to put my talents to good use.
Do you ever fear the criminals are going to storm the police station and steal the code?
Oh, I hope so. Because then we could do an all-out war. I'll get the entire Marley clan versus all the
Oh
criminals.
no, we're talking Ziggy.
We're talking Ziggy.
The puppy.
The puppy. We're talking Tina Marley. We're talking Lorenzo Marley.
Who did the? Oh God, what was it? I'm gonna find out all the Marleys. Hold on, you keep talking.
We're talking Yellow Marley. Yellow Marley. Yeah, that was the name of this tiny kitten that we found on the island. Also had dreadlocks.
The dog
Damien,
one's also
Damien.
yellow.
Damian Marley.
Stephen
Marley.
These are all the actual children. We have
Jacob.
Kaimani. Rohan. Oh, Rohan. How can you forget Rohan? Wasn't he married to Lauryn Hill, maybe?
Yeah, the Knights of Rohan, as we call
You call him the Knights of Rohan?
Yeah, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I never would have thought that about you. And you don't get high?
I don't get high, not one bit. But here's the thing: is like when you grow up on an island, it's like I think somewhere around 30% of your blood is just THC. So you see in my system, but
Right.
I don't.
Do you feel
partake.
high all the time?
You could say that I don't have a I don't have a baseline to compare it to, so it's kind of hard for me to know exactly what feeling high is like.
Okay, so describe, Maxwell, how you feel every day, and we can sort of give Dr. Green a baseline of what it's like to feel as a human.
Oh, as a human? Well,
Yeah.
I wake up, I look at my clock, and I smile.
Sure.
That sounds like you might be kind of high.
Ooh, it could be.
Yeah, wait, are you a descendant of one of the Marleys?
I don't know.
Have we talked about your parents before?
I probably.
With Eleanor, of
Eleanor,
course.
yes, she more raised me along with Desmond. That sounds about right.
Okay, we don't have to get into it, of course.
Yes.
Oh, please.
I know it. That's just too painful to recollect.
I'm sorry. Speaking of recollecting, you might want to get a hold of new apples.
Oh, yes. I should get some new apples. I saw there's an Apple store near here. I'll go there.
Did you ever consider, because I don't mean to tell you what to do, but
I wish more people would.
if I can give you a piece
You're
of...
like a dog. You just need some guidance.
I like when people talk to me.
Oh, okay. So regardless of the information contained within the actual sentences.
This is the first conversation I've had since the Christmas episode.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. All right, Dr. Green, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to give a piece of psychological advice, which
Yes.
is that you seem kind of sad and lonely to me, brother, Do you ever think that maybe a connection is what you be lacking in your life? And so what I was thinking is, instead of letting the horses go away by giving them apples, maybe you just, you date one of them,
Wait, you're suggesting bestiality to...
Well, no, just connection. He was negging them. And they came right in. Clearly, they was interested. I'm saying, don't push people away if they want to be close to you.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think that maybe you're pushing Desmond and Eleanor away?
I try not to. Wait,
What's wrong?
I just keep thinking of getting fucked by a horse.
Okay, all right.
Let me put it in
is
terms
that a
you
good thing?
understand.
Are you
No,
excited?
it's bad. I keep thinking of that documentary.
Which one?
The Bob Marley documentary.
Yes.
Wait, is this a documentary or just like a film you saw?
It was a film I saw on the internet.
Okay.
But you push people away the same way that Asa Butterfield pushed Britt Robertson away when he realized that his heart was going to explode
It all
because he
makes
was from
sense
Mars.
now.
Do you see a lot of films?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What about you, Dr. Green?
Yeah, me watch a lot of films.
Yeah.
Nick of time.
Right. What about that 88 minutes?
Pretty good.
27 hours?
127 hours? Yeah.
How about 8
Bit
seconds?
of false advertising, though.
Yeah, it was a little shorter than that.
Yeah.
8 seconds? That's a great bit of false advertising that turned out to be in our favor when we saw it. Can
Yes.
you imagine if that movie were only 8 seconds? It was just Luke Perry riding a horse and then he fell off and then it was like, the end. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. Can you imagine it?
I'm trying, but something's blocking me from doing it.
Is it the horse fucking
Yes.
you? Okay.
Shalatoo, brother.
Shalatoo.
Look, we need to take a break. Let's try to expunge the horse fucking you images out of your mind during the next break. When we come back, we're going to try to get this back on track. Our 420 show continues. We have someone who's going to tell us about the history of 420, and hopefully he's holding. This is going to be great. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang Brah. Truth. We can handle it at a time when it feels like it's never been harder to find the truth. Supporting the free press is critically important. How do we do it, though? How do we do it? Well, thankfully, Texture gives you access to some of the most credible publications in the world, such as, something called Time Magazine, the timekeeper's favorite, right? What about that? You heard of it? You heard? The New Yorker? How about that? Yeah, you've heard of both of these things. Vanity Fair? Right. The Atlantic? Yeah, all of these. Texture gives you access to all of these, all on your phone or your tablet. And with daily recommendations, exclusive interactive features, videos, and more, the Texture app has gone beyond delivering just the magazine themselves. Beyond the magazines themselves. That's how I'm going to say it. They have made it easy to find and enjoy the articles that you want to read from the likes of, here's some more names. Newsweek, Fast Company, Entertainment Weekly. Whatever you enjoy, Texture has got it all. It's even searchable, so go ahead and mark what you like, check out back issues, view bonus content. No wonder it's one of Apple's top 2016 iPad apps. And best of all, Texture is normally $9.99 a month. A steal at twice the price, let alone 8 times the price. I would pay $500 a week for all of these magazines. But if you sign up right now at texture.com/bangbang, you get a 14-day trial for free. That's right, freezies. So why subscribe to just a couple of magazines when you can have all of your favorites for way less? Just go to texture.com/bangbang for your 14-day free trial. That's 14 days, 2 weeks, 4 days of the weekend if you time it exactly right to try Texture for free when you go to texture.com/bangbang. Texture.com/bangbang. Get all them magazines. Hey, who out there is a big Grande fan? I don't mean a big Grande burrito. Sorry to make you hungry. I mean your favorite improv group, Big Grande. You know who they are. Well, they are back for season 2 of The Teacher's Lounge. Big Grande, a lot of them have been on this show before. Drew Tarver, Dan Lippert, John Mackey, and Ryan Rosenberg. They play 4 eccentric high school faculty members that give you a behind-the-scenes look of Hamilton High School. The second season features all-star guests such as our friends Paul F. Tompkins, Lauren Lapkus, Seth Morris, Carl Tart, and more. Listen to Season 2 of Big Grande's Teacher's Lounge on April 19th on Stitcher Premium. Find out more and hear an episode for free at stitcherpremium.com/teacher. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Maxwell Keeper, of course.
TikTok.
Oh, back to TikTok and not...
Shalatoo.
And we have Dr. Green.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, that's getting us in the mood. There we go. 420.
You know I wrote that song?
You wrote that song?
Cha,
Bob Marley's?
cha, 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 cha.
Wait a minute. That was written back in the 70s, right? Buffalo Soldier? Maybe the 1980.
Yeah.
And how old are you again?
Oh, I think I'm pretty young, like 18 or 19.
I don't remember. Welcome back to our 420 spectacular and
Happy birthday, Don Mattingly.
Okay, sure. And I'm very excited about this, mainly because my skin is sort of crawling here. I haven't been high in so long. You know, maybe you guys don't know this, but being a comedy writer on a show like, Comedy Bang Bang, we could only do it if we were high. I mean,
Yes.
those ideas would only flow out of us if we were high. So.
I watched it. I was like, there was no way those guys weren't smoking major reefer.
Good. So you know where I'm coming from.
Yes.
So it's been a minute since I've had some, so I'm just getting a little jittery. So
That's how I feel when I haven't seen a clock.
okay, I don't see any clocks in this room.
That's how I feel when I haven't strung a criminal up by my hair.
So that's your thing now.
Chia. Boop boop shaboop.
Okay, I just looked out the window at the sun, which is, of course, a clock. so
Certainly, yeah.
Now I got my fix.
Did you make sort of an amateur sundial by putting
Yes.
out your palm? And,
Yes.
Yeah. Great. What time is it?
4:20?
Oh, good. Well, this is perfect. A perfect time to introduce our guest because it is the 420 show. At the actual stroke of 420, he's going to talk about the history of pot and weed and why we celebrate it. Please welcome Colin Ramsey.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I've been enjoying the show.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Always nice to hear from a fan.
I'm in of the show so far.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, a fan of the show so far. I'll take it. Hey,
But
That's what that horse said.
I'll take it.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant the dick.
Sorry, Shalatoo.
Okay, guys. All right. Let's talk to Colin here for a
Yes, I'm
second.
sorry.
that was very good. I'm a fan of that.
Great to meet another fan. Or a fan of something different. Hi, Colin. So, 420, obviously. What do you got? Hopefully, you got something in that back pocket here. Where are you from, first of all, by the way?
Oh, I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas. Did you come out here from Arkansas?
For this show?
Yeah.
No, I travel all around. Do you mean where do I live right now?
Sure.
I live down the street from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your actual address?
Oh, you want people to know where this is?
Sure.
Okay. I live on right on the other side of the.
Oh,
If you
okay.
ever want to go to Airwolf, that's the place to park.
Okay. So you live right by the
Yeah, on the
where
other
people
side of
park?
it. No, on the other side of the park.
On the other side of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, in that apartment complex?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Third
What's that
floor.
called?
Didn't think this would be the interview.
Oh, look, I'm
But,
interested in a lot of
okay.
different things. What's that
I live
com-
on the third floor on the southeast side.
Right. What's that complex called? I remember it has an interesting name.
Fields.
Fields.
And it's interesting because there's no fields around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bet there used to be fields everywhere here, but
There were.
you know.
These were cow pastures everywhere you look.
Yeah. And horses, I'm sure.
Oh, that's where we're getting to. Yeah, horses.
Wait,
I was
Maxwell,
a fan of that part.
do you have a boner right now just because I said
No.
horses?
No, why would I? By the way, I never realized this was a call-in show.
Okay. All right. I think we've used that joke when Colin Hanks has been on the show.
That's very good. I didn't get that at first. I'm a fan of that.
It was a joke.
So, Colin, I guess why I'm asking where you're from is if you were from out of town, maybe you wouldn't have been able to bring some of that sweet, good stuff.
Oh,
which
hearing the rest of your show,
yes.
the good news is I do smoke weed.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, let's
Just
have
not
it.
marijuana.
What's his name?
I don't smoke marijuana. I smoke
wait, you said you smoke weed.
Dandelions mostly.
You do?
Because I don't like the marijuana high, but I do like a good pollen high.
You like the experience of smoking something that comes out of the ground, but you don't like to get high?
I'm not following you. I just prefer that a pollen high to a marijuana.
What is a
high.
pollen high? I don't know that I've ever actually heard of that.
Well, have you ever had a sneezing fit where you can barely breathe
Yeah, several times.
and you don't get oxygen to your brain, so you kind of just get a lack of oxygen buzz?
Okay,
It's pretty nice.
so that's what
But
you
you
do?
don't feel out of control like you do on marijuana.
You're very allergic then?
Marijuana is illegal in a lot of states. I don't really
Not this
support
one.
that. Right, which makes me uncomfortable.
So, wait, it makes you uncomfortable to live in California because marijuana is legal?
That and homosexuality, yeah.
Okay,
But I'm thinking
God,
about
oh boy,
moving.
this is the
I
wrong-
didn't know. I came here to
This
be
is the
interviewed
wrong
about the
guest
number
for-
420.
That's why you came here?
Yeah,
The
I'm
number-
a numerologist.
You're numerous.
Yeah, so I know. You want to hear about 420 in the history? That's what I was
I
contacted
mean, I would rather
about.
hear about that than your aversion to homosexuals.
You brought me down that road. I thought I was just talking about numbers.
Look-
And by the way, I have no problems with homosexuals. I just don't think they should be legal.
That's a big problem. That's like a number one problem. Thinking that they should be illegal. Okay, look, let's not talk about that because I'm beginning
Thank you. Nor where I live. Let's just talk about numbers.
I'm beginning to regret having you on the show. But so you're a numerologist, and you want to talk about the history of what, 420?
Yes, it has a very, very interesting. And if to really know the history of 420, you got to go back to the history of 419. And let's go back to a time where people didn't have more than 419 things to count.
Oh, okay. So is that how numbers were invented? Is when we found more things to count, so we added a number?
Right. Why else would you need another number?
I guess
until
so.
You actually needed it. Right?
I guess so. I never thought about that before. So just they kept adding to it.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about that. At the time, there were 419 things to count?
Well, it never got more than that. Like, it was a very small...
People would die.
Right. Well, actually, this is the interesting thing. They had reached 419 in this particular village. It was a...
419.
It's
like a parody of the Steely Dan song.
Oh, okay.
Hey 19.
That's I'm a fan of that.
You're a fan of that? Good.
That
good.
moment that just happened.
But
imagine yourself back in pre-biblical times.
Okay, let's all do that. Let's all imagine ourselves in pre-biblical times.
And
It's easy for me. I was there.
Try to think of anything that. Oh,
Maxwell, you still have a boner. Are you imagining the horse?
It's just my blood. It's clotting, I think.
Okay, all right. Okay, so pre-biblical times.
try to name something that in a village you would have more than 419 things of.
Well, molecules.
Well, they didn't know molecules
about
at that
those at the
point.
time.
Like there wasn't any buildings big more than 419 bricks. You wouldn't need more than a dozen eggs.
Okay.
Berries, if I was making cave paintings.
What are those now?
What?
Cave paintings?
I don't know what
I don't
those
know
are.
what that is.
Cave paintings?
Okay.
Cave paintings.
Thank you.
Like I said, cave paintings.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there weren't more than
thought it was a recipe or
419 cave paintings in a village, but
Okay.
that's a very good point.
But so you mean there weren't 418 cave paintings, and then there were.
There was just no need for that. That seems
Right.
a lot of paintings for a
Sure.
village of that. But
But there would be a building. There'd be whatever made up the building. There'd be branches. Couldn't you
right,
count
but never
branches?
that big. Not that big.
Yeah,
Just,
not that big.
But eventually the population became that big, and there was
Okay.
418, 419. But then, unfortunately, for a few years, they would abort all the babies, all the new babies,
Because they didn't want to invent another number.
Because they didn't have it, they couldn't figure it out, and then mothers would try to hide their babies, but the constable would come around.
Constable. I didn't realize there were constables back in the early Paleolithic era. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
Thanks,
there
Maxwell.
were someone had to control the rule. There were rules, and someone had to punish people. And
Okay, so it's sort of the ersatz sheriff of the tribe.
yes, but more a constable than a sheriff.
Okay, what's the difference between the constable and the sheriff?
They also keep the money for the tribe.
Oh, okay.
They're
Well,
kind
I
of a
thought the sheriff
treasurer.
of Nottingham did that for Nottingham. He went around collecting all the taxes.
That's true. They should have called him a constable.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Isn't
should
that
be
where a
the constable
grifter
of
horse
Nottingham.
lives?
Nottingham.
Constable.
A constable.
Oh, okay. Went the other
I
way.
got it. I'm a fan of what I just said.
What you just said.
So, and then one day, a mother decided that she wasn't going to let her baby die, and she went down to the river.
You don't like that, Maxwell.
I'm so into the story. I'm just sorry.
So you're sort of imagining the tribe's place of like,
I've gone into the tribes. Yes, I'm wrapped up in
Through
the
their
story. I'm in
POV.
there. I'm like, yes, there should only be 419.
okay, got
I'm
it.
imagining every member of the tribe is a Bob Marley.
Okay, so 419 Bob Marleys.
Yeah.
And how is that making you happy? Is that
Honestly, it's kind of scary.
okay? All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you imagine the tribe, but there's just imagine this
I would
mother
imagine
trying to save her. Go ahead.
early cave people would look a little like Bob Marley with the dreads.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All over their body. And she ran down to the river, and she had made out of branches and reeds a little boat, and she put the baby in the boat. and it floated out into the river. Are you still imagining this?
I am. Is she doing this with the intention to save her baby or to kill her baby?
To save her baby. Mm-hmm. And the baby floated out onto the pond, and there he grew up, and he survived. And then he paddled his way back to shore when he was old enough.
Couldn't he have just walked? I mean, I can't imagine that...
he grew up in the middle of a pond?
Well, he was put in a river, and the river led to a big pond.
Okay.
That then emptied out into a waterfall, which eventually goes down to the ocean. It's not part of the story, though.
So river to pond to waterfall
Right.
to ocean. Okay.
There's a lot of ponds that form at the top of a waterfall.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm with you. So he stopped at that pond. A good thing the baby didn't go over the waterfall.
Right.
It seems like if the mother wanted to save the baby, there's got to be a better way than putting it in a river that leads to a pond that leads to a waterfall that leads to the ocean. Just like,
I guess George Washington could have defeated the British quicker too, but we don't rewrite history. I don't know what to tell you.
I am mad at George Washington about that, in a way. It took so
He strung it out.
freaking long.
Yeah.
It's like he was really milking it.
I ain't complaining. Take your time, I say.
That's true. So he paddles upriver. That's tough. I think tougher than walking. That's why I ask about
You think
the
he
walking.
should have just gotten out on the shore
I
and
think
walked up
walk
the
along
river?
the shore up the river, because to paddle upriver.
I didn't think I'd be talking about this, but there's a lot of brambles in that area.
Okay. Say no more. I didn't know about the brambles. I apologize.
And he didn't have shoes. He just
Sure.
had been surviving out in the middle of a pond where you can
Well,
get
there were
shoes.
only 419 shoes at that point. Right?
Now, I feel like they would have been
about that.
double that, right? Because everybody got 2 feet.
Wait a minute. That's true. This is a hole in your story.
Well, women didn't wear shoes at that point.
Okay. Not a hole in your story.
To keep them in the kitchen.
Okay. So there,
Because of the
but
brambles outside.
how could there be? So there's, so there must have been, there must have been 210 women and 209 men.
And the one-legged man? What are you saying?
Well, because there couldn't be 419 shoes. There has to be an even number of shoes.
Yeah, the
unless there is a
constable,
one-
he only had 1 foot. He used to hop around collecting money and putting people in cave jail.
and kicking them in the butt.
His leg was a peg.
You're back to rhyming.
You guys are also forgetting about evolution, how men used to have 3 legs.
What? Well, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So if there's 419 people and everyone has 3 legs,
Yes.
that's more. That's like 1,200 legs.
Well, you don't need for that one leg. You're only using that for leaping.
Okay, but I'm just saying they must have been counting these legs.
It
right?
wasn't stylish for on your 3rd foot. Put a shoe.
Okay, I'm not talking about the shoe. I'm talking about
I'm not
counting
either.
legs.
I'm a numerologist. I
Okay,
don't
all
really
right.
usually talk about.
Back to your point. So he paddles upriver because of the brambles and the briars.
That's never been part of the story, but he finally got up there, and he had to become part of the village. So they found and by that time, a lot of people had babies, so they were up to like 426.
Okay, this poor kid.
Yeah.
He gets. Was he reunited with his mother or?
No, she had died.
Oh, this is a terrible story.
Yeah, but women didn't live that long back then because they were shoeless.
Right. Yeah. A lot like Joe Jackson. That's why he expired so early.
That's it.
Say it ain't so.
At least he had black socks.
That's true. So how unfortunate that he had to go live his life. How old was he when he decided to paddle upriver?
5.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay. So he's still young. So he had some a good time with the tribe.
Yeah, but isn't that great? And then finally and the buildings became bigger after that because now they could go to the next level.
Did they
with
jump
more
up to
bricks.
426 right from 419?
They did. If you think about it, the weirdest numbers are 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah, because they're not based on any. It should be like 10T1.
Yes.
10T2, 10T3, and then the teens should be 10T4, 10T5.
Yeah.
It's-
but
yeah.
You don't like 14? I'm a huge fan of 14.
Well, then call it 1 teen, 2 teen, 13. Oh, wait, 13 does kind of work. So really 11 and 12 are the weird
Do you
ones.
want to know why 2 teen became illegal?
Why is that?
Well, people used to fuck 2s.
They used to fuck 2s? twos? What does
Yes.
that mean?
Have you ever made a 2? This is kind of numerologist inside baseball stuff.
Okay, yeah. Well, we were just talking about inside baseball stuff with Shoeless Joe Jackson. So
Right.
And
a
it's
good
Don
segue.
Mattingly's birthday.
Yep. So, okay, I'm into it.
There's certain numbers you can fuck.
Wait, I don't understand. How do you fuck a number?
Well, I see you got a little. Make a 2 right there.
Meaning draw one?
Draw
or,
2.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Okay.
I'm drawing on my
Okay,
pad.
but
I'm
you did
drawing
You did
two.
a Cobra 2. Do a 2 with a loop in it,
like
like
this?
a cursive 2.
Like that?
Do you know how to draw two?
What do you mean? These are twos?
That second 2 is weird.
I'm trying to do what you're telling me to do.
Make it the ones with a loop in it, like a cursive one, a cursive 2.
Like that? What are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
God. I don't really think he knows
Oh,
how to do
okay.
it.
Wait, like this?
Yes,
like
exactly.
like a Q?
But what does
Who
it look
ju-
like?
first of all-
What does it look like? What's the
You
loop
just said
look
a
like?
snake.
Looks like a horse's butthole.
Okay, I'll take that either. What does it look like?
Looks like a pussy.
Okay.
Tell me it doesn't.
Well, an 8 looks like 2 pussies. It looks
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
pussy and
That's
a butthole.
another one.
All right.
But you start off with 2s.
So how would I fuck that if I wanted to fuck it?
Poke a hole. Poke a hole in it.
Currently, it's 2-dimensional. You're suggesting to
You do it on paper. You poke
do it
a
on
hole
paper,
in it,
poke a hole into it, turn it into a 3-dimensional space. Okay.
then you're fucking a 2.
Okay. I guess it's not really a secret to numerology. You're just talking
Yeah,
about
it
poking
is.
a hole in a
I'd
piece
say
of paper
you're
and
just
fucking
fucking
it.
paper, really.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that with like a drawing or like someone's headshot.
That's like
if-
saying when you poke a hole in the mouth of a porno magazine and fuck that, you're just fucking paper.
You are. Okay, look, we need to take a break. When we come back,
I didn't want to go down this road. I was told I was just doing the history of 420.
when we come back, we'll talk more to Maxwell Keeper, Dr.
TikTok.
Green, and Colin Ramsey.
Boop, boop,
We'll be right. What do you have a catchphrase you want to do?
I'm a fan of that.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Comedy Bang Bang, and if you love this show, you should also go check out another really great podcast, Reply All. Ira Glass from This American Life said this is my favorite new podcast. It's a weekly half-hour show where they report true stories, the most surprising, funny, and weirdest ones out there. For instance, they recently did a story about a scam artist who convinced hundreds of men to insert goat testicles into their bodies. They did another one about a masked woman who trains rats to mesmerize strangers. And they also ran an experiment where one of the hosts secretly took acid for a week at work to see if it would make him better at his job. And another experiment where they took phone calls from listeners for 48 uninterrupted hours. So go subscribe to Reply All in iTunes if you would like a list of their best episodes. Go to replyall.limo/start here. Replyall.limo/start here.
Hey, I'm Cuckoo.
And I'm Howard. We're the hosts of Who
Charted!
And we want to invite you to come and listen to our program.
Oh, it's super fun. It's where we use the top charts in music, movies, and more to get to know our guests.
We have a lot of fun. We have genuine moments. If you like the podcast you're listening to right now,
If you like authenticity, right? If you like joking around a lot, and if you love
podcasts that bring it and sting it, then come on over to Who
Charted!
Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with Maxwell Keeper
TikTok, Shalatoo.
and also Dr. Green.
A buffalo soldier.
And obviously Colin Ramsey is here.
I'm a fan of all this.
Okay, great. And it's the 420 show. It's not going the way that I had hoped.
Happy birthday, Carmen Electra.
Certainly, Carmen Electra, if you're listening, and who knows why she would be, but
Drive time.
happy birthday to her. And if you're out there celebrating 420, I hope you're having a good one, a better one than I am. I just got back.
They say 420 is the 9/11 of marijuana.
They say 420 is the 9/11 of marijuana. How does that mean? Meaning it was a disastrous day for marijuana?
No, it's a special date for marijuana.
Oh, okay. I guess, 9/11 is a special date for the rest of us.
What other dates do we hold dear?
We were talking about some before. We were talking about December the 25th. We were
4th
talking
of
about
July.
our birthdays. Yeah, 4th of July certainly is one here in the United States of America.
But the 7 is unappreciated in 4th of July.
Yeah.
The 7
not
is
7-4.
7-4.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I guess 10-4 is sort of like CB radio holiday.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know, October the 4th.
Good Buddy Day.
Good buddy day.
On June 6th, 2006, they released the remake of The Omen.
That's right. Well, this is all good stuff. This is really good stuff, and I thank you guys for being here. And
Bye.
no, we still have another segment.
Hi.
God, you were so quick to leave
I thought I usually pick up on those cues pretty quickly.
these days.
Yeah.
How'd you get here, by the way, from Tallahassee?
Plane, train, automobile.
So one right after the other.
Yep.
Okay, so you took a plane to where?
Train station.
And then a train to where? Car rental place?
Car rental place, yeah.
And then a car to here?
Yep.
Okay, great. Answers all my questions. And Dr. Green, how'd you get here?
Oh, I drive my mobile practice. It's a small van.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How small?
It's pretty, it's like you could walk around in there, but you can't run around in there.
You can stand upright, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, no stooping required?
No, real stupid. It's a very tall van.
It's very tall,
Yeah.
but very narrow?
Yeah. I bought it from the car guys that they come on the show from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
wait.
remember? It looks like a giant banana.
Yeah, from the Christmas episode.
Yeah, exactly.
You bought it from them.
It rolled down a hill and fell in some paint, and now it looks like a banana.
Oh, right. That's right. And, of course, you must have walked, right?
No.
Colin, how'd you get here?
I took the one rail.
The one rail? From just over there across the street?
People call it the monorail, but numerologists, we call it the one rail.
You call it the one rail, yeah. Okay. Do you not like, what do you call a monologue?
A one log.
One log?
Yeah.
Some people might get that confused with, taking a shit.
When a guitarist starts jamming, we say he's doing a one.
Okay, instead of a solo.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So,
Han 1 is my favorite Star Wars character.
Han Solo, of course. What about Princess
I love
Leia
one
Organa?
cups.
What's that?
One cups?
Solo cops? Is that
Yeah.
what you say? I don't know what those are. Solo
Well,
cups?
you never had Kool-Aid.
Oh, solo. Oh, I thought you said cops. That's why I was confused. Yeah.
Wow.
Solo cops. I mean, you always have to have a partner when you're out there on the street. You know what I mean?
Right.
Watching your back.
Yeah,
Partner
not
on
me,
the
though.
street, partner in the sheet. Cops fuck their partners.
You think all cops should fuck each other?
I don't think they should. I think they do.
Okay. It's just irresistible.
Why is that okay, but fucking a number isn't?
Because it's a human being. One hopes consensually.
Right, but they're working together. They shouldn't be having that kind of relationship. I'm just fucking a number.
Let me ask you a real question. A piece of paper is essentially a dead tree, it's a part. It's like dead cells off of a tree, right? You know. So, and a tree is a living thing. It didn't give its consent for you to fuck it.
It's dead. It doesn't care.
So wait, do you think that like a dead body is okay to have sex with?
Yes.
Like a
I
dead human
wouldn't,
body?
but if we're going to argue this, yes.
you wouldn't. Why not?
I think it's okay.
But you wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it.
Why
no.
wouldn't you do it?
I'm not into that.
Why? Because you don't think it's okay.
I'm into fucking buttholes because they look like zeros, live or dead.
But you are anti-homosexual.
So you only have anal sex with women? It must be very hard for you to date. To find women who are into only having anal sex.
I am a homosexual.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Your whole thing is
I didn't
becoming
know we
clear
were
to
going to
me.
get into this.
You're self-hating?
I just don't like that we're legal.
Okay.
You like being a rebel.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like homosexuals?
Yes. Well, I love to fuck buttholes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had the wrong idea.
I
about
really
it.
don't want to go down this road.
Yeah, I thought you were.
You want to keep taking it.
Nope, I thought you were a bigot, and I just didn't
No,
realize you
no,
were a
no.
self-hating homosexual.
Scott, can I respond to something
I
that you said
understand
just
that.
a moment ago?
Please,
Which
please.
was that if you're out in the streets, you need a partner.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
What,
Okay.
really?
Yeah, because I'm a vigilante by myself. You know.
Well, every Batman needs a Robin.
You're right.
Who could be your Robin?
I don't have one. Where can I find a teenage boy that I can train in the ways of what it is that I do?
There's one to your right here.
You're a teenage
Well, I mean, you're a teenage boy. You're actually a preteen when you think about it, how many actual birthdays you've had.
He makes a good point.
You've only had 8 birthdays.
Timekeeper, can you grow your hair out?
Yes. It won't dread, I'm afraid.
Why not? How do you know?
It's so thin and wispy.
I know, but as long as you don't wash it and you just put like bird shit in it.
Oh, okay.
You think dreadlocks are made?
Yeah.
Putting bird shit. You're right. That's exactly right.
Birds are always trying to do that, so.
Yeah.
Bob Marley had a chicken coop above his bed. Most people don't know. Every morning he would wake up, pull the latch, and just bird shit would fall on his head. And that's how he got that amazing head of dreadlocks.
All right. Well, guys, it's time to play something that we always play at this point in the show. It's time to play a little something called Would You Rather? All right, it's time to play Would You Rather. We all know how this is played. People send us Would You Rather submissions to our Twitter at CBBWYR, CBB Comedy Bang Bang, WYR Would You Rather. I will read it out loud. I will then open the floor for questions. At a certain point, I will close the floor for questions. There will be no warning. We'll then ask you how you're voting. I'll tally up the points, and we'll assign a winner. It's that easy. How's that sound, guys?
Sweet.
Is there any numbers in your...
Are there any numbers? CBBWYR? No, there's no numbers. Do you think a good password has a lot of numbers, or at least one, usually?
Or a good handle, too.
Yeah. Well, how do you mean a good handle in a password?
What do you call yourself?
Jamaican.
Like your at.
Like your identify? Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Mine is just my name.
You should put a number, though.
What is yours?
Colin 128711.
Why do you say 11 instead of 11?
There's a dash.
Oh, okay. A dash before the 11? Got it.
Yeah. We could say that's 11 with a boner.
What's the password for the CBB WYR account?
I have no idea.
Oh.
But I'm on it right now, and this is great. We have some numbers in this one, and we also have some things that we talked about previously in the episode. This comes to us from Jordan Maywood, at Jordan Maywood, and he asks, or she, could be a she, because
I don't care.
Crossing Jordan was about a woman.
Jordan is a country.
Thank you guys for both of those.
And a basketball player.
Some would say the best of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you land on that?
Oh, I would say Scottie Pippen was the best of all time.
He had the assists, you know what I mean? He had those long fingers. Yeah. I don't see Jordan being what he was without Scottie Pippen right there.
No way.
Yeah, I agree.
He's also a Kong director.
A Kong director?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Someone who's directed a Kong movie.
Scottie Pippen?
No, Jordan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Because who did that? What?
Jordan Vogt Roberts.
Okay, thank you. Oh, boy. All right. So this comes to us from Jordan Maywood. Jordan asks, would you rather nearly all dogs go to heaven? We were talking about Marley, and we were talking about heaven before. Would you rather nearly all dogs go to heaven and fishermen rule the world? Or your hands are made of corn, and when you popped, or when the hand corns are popped, you grow 10 feet tall for one day. 10 feet tall for one day. That's almost like a 10 with a boner. 10 and a 1.
I zoned out all that except for the 1.
Okay, sorry, let me repeat it. Okay, would you rather nearly all dogs go to heaven and fishermen rule the world, or your hands are made of corn and when popped, you grow 10 feet tall for one day? I'm opening the floor for questions.
Okay. Is it a 1 that's just a straight 1, or is it a 1 with a sexy little nose?
It's got like that sexy little Jewish nose, like that sort of Merchant of Venice.
A Jew 1, we call it.
And that's just purely the Twitter font.
Oh, I like that though. So it's nice. Is it? It's like a bold.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite font, by the way? One that makes the loops really big. And
Heliphonics.
Yeah, you're not a wingdings guy, huh?
I'm not.
Okay.
But bold it up, guys. If you're
yeah.
doing a number, bold it up.
Bold
Make it
it,
nice
yeah.
and thick.
Okay, you like it thick?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
When you grow
Doesn't have to be quick, by the way.
Okay, well-
Although I will close the floor at some point, so you may want to get it out.
when you grow 10 feet tall because you're a popcorn man, does the volume and strength of your hair change?
Great question. And that would be one that I wouldn't think any other contestant would ask, but I can see why it's important to
Very
you.
important to me. My vigilante business.
You're bald in this scenario.
Ooh.
By choice. You shave it every morning.
Why the fuck would I do that?
But you have some sort of psychological disorder. I mean, and we're celebrating those today. So
Looks like the
what would you
fishermen
call
gonna
that?
be taking over the world in my scenario.
What would Dr. Green call, don't vote, by the way, but what would Dr. Green call that psychological condition that compulsively shaves?
The one that makes you wake up and shave your head every day?
Yeah.
We call that dish shaving cremitis.
Shaving cremitis.
Yeah.
Sounded a little like you were trying to come up with it in the moment. But this is a thing?
This is a thing. Look, check out the DSM-4. The Diagnostic Statistics Manual for Psychological Disorders, number 4. You like numbers?
Yeah, what do you think of 4, by the way?
Well, it's interesting. 4, if you can draw it two different ways.
Yeah, if you draw it with the hole in it.
You
They
can
do it
fuck
in I and a V, the Roman style. You can't be fucking that one unless your dick
Right.
slides at the top of the V.
Hey, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, one is a guy.
I just like to slide on the top.
4 Christmases was directed by a different Kong director.
Who's that?
The guy who directed King of Kong.
Okay.
4.
All right. Did you have a question, Maxwell?
Yes. In either of these circumstances, are you forbidden from sleeping on a comfortable Casper mattress?
You are in both because in both of these scenarios, Lisa has taken over the deliverable mattress
Good.
corner of the market.
Can I ask another question, Scott?
Yes, but you can ask as many as you like until the floor is
The
closed.
fishermen who are ruling the world, are they doing it benevolently or are they tyrannical dictators?
Oh, yeah. They're tyrannical dictators who rule with iron fists.
Okay.
Iron fists that actually they can cast like fisherman lines that
Ooh.
go out and grab fish in the actual
it.
ocean.
Can you read the part of the question that had 10 in it?
Yeah. Your hands are
slowly.
made of corn, and when popped,
Slow. Can you just slow down when you get to the 10?
yeah, sure. You grow 10 feet tall for 1 day.
Okay. And what does the 0 in that 10 look like?
It's ovular, certainly. Not
Yeah.
not perfectly round. I don't think a 0 should be perfectly round.
kinda tight.
That's more the O's job.
Nay.
Is it a tight little 0?
I would think that you would like the alphabet more than numbers. There's so many more loops in the alphabet.
Everyone's fucking letters these days.
Okay, I don't know. Did I answer your question?
Is it a tight little 0 or a big fat one?
It's as tall as the 1 is. I don't know. It's not.
Is it meaty?
You know what? It's not.
Describe it.
It's certainly not bolded. It's a very thin outline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but having a thin outline means the center is very thick.
It's a big center.
So, yeah, the
Lots of room in the middle.
yeah, the negative space is very big.
Okay, I like that.
I think
Okay,
you
you
might have numerological sexy personality disorder.
Oh wait.
Oh, is this
NSD?
a thing?
NSD.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
sure.
have you seen this before?
I've never seen it. Not in my entire
Why is it a
6
disorder?
months of practicing. Why is it a disorder?
Yeah, it
because you
seems
can't control
fine.
yourself. You walk around fucking numbers everywhere you go.
Yeah. What makes something a disorder as opposed to just something that someone
Right.
likes?
It's not like I'm going up to a First Avenue street sign and fucking it.
Have you ever done that?
It's hard to put a hole through the metal sign.
So you've tried. So it is like
Just
you're doing
saying
it.
it's hard to put a hole
Yeah.
through a metal
Okay.
sign.
I worry. I really do worry about you. First of all, why not just have sex with the men that you have sex with
I do.
instead of these numbers?
Why have sex with just men?
Do you make your men dress up like numbers?
Sometimes.
Like they're a cast
Cute
member on
little 8.
Sesame Street or something?
I'll DP a cute little 8.
DP, a cute little 8.
Do you have 2 dicks?
You mean you partake in a DP with another?
God, this guy didn't know anything about sex. No, with another guy. I didn't come here to be made fun of for my sexual preferences.
Certainly not making fun of you.
All right.
Yes, Maxwell, you had a question?
Are fishermen, when they rule the world,
Yes.
do they enforce daylight savings time?
Well, they're not farmers, so they don't. Yeah, they've overtaken the farmers, and they said we're not going to be living by your rules anymore. It's fishermen rules. But everyone is forced to get up 2 hours before sunrise in a fisherman, which is what fishermen do.
Wonderful.
So you like that?
Yes.
What is the global movie that everybody watches under the fisherman's rule?
The global movie.
Yeah, it's a singular movie that everybody's got to watch every single day.
Seems like a backwards
Global
riddle.
movie is a term.
Yeah. Y'all don't know?
It seems like riddle me this all very suddenly.
Because like on the island, for example, we have the Island movie, you know?
Okay, sure.
Which is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Okay, so you're wondering what is the fisherman movie that everyone is forced to watch all the time?
Because that's how I know if I can live in this society or not.
Okay, I'm trying to think of any fisherman movie.
The Fisher King.
The Fisher King, certainly.
Jonah and the Whale.
There's that one with John C.
Big
Reilly and
Fish
Mark
Tale.
Wahlberg
Oh,
where they're
Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm, yeah. I think it's Finding Dory.
Finding Dory. Ooh, that's a good movie. I can live in that world.
You can live in that world, yeah. Okay. Do you like Finding Dory, Colin?
There's a porn parody of that.
What is it?
Finding Zero E.
That doesn't seem clever.
I know, it's hard to.
Well, they got into
It
porn,
should've
not
just
satire.
Should have just been Finding Dory, a porn parody.
Hey, like
about-
history, I don't control it.
Have you seen the one Zero Dark Horny?
Oh, that was good. I'm a fan of that.
The floor's closed for questions.
Oh, I had one.
No, sorry, guys. Sorry. Was it just to repeat the 10 again?
I just want to know if the
Don't-
10 had a
It's closed.
Junos. You don't have to answer it.
It's
like
closed.
the one.
Of course it did. It's the same font. They don't change fonts.
Why not? You never do that? Change it up a little bit?
I do, but Twitter doesn't.
Oh, that's true.
Sorry, quickly, one other thing while I'm thinking about it.
Sure.
So when you're fucking this paper, right, does it actually feel
I've
good?
never fucked paper, so I'm not going to
He's fucked
Sorry.
numbers.
fall
When
into
you're
that.
fucking a number that
that's
is
on paper.
it's like you're really, it's so thin. Really, your dick is only feeling like just the. there's-
It's like, do you get paper? Is your dick just covered with paper cuts?
Like honestly, you're mostly
You wanna
fucking
look at
air.
it?
You're
Yes.
fucking air, percentage-wise, way more than your fucking paper or numbers.
Zip.
why do you say zip when you?
Because your listeners wouldn't be able to know.
Oh, okay,
Taking
so-
my dick out.
But it's a
I-
button fly.
I don't know how to say. Let me try.
Okay, that's a good onomatopoeic sound effect. All right, so we're taking a look at your dick, right?
Go. Give it some time.
Okay.
Give it some time.
Yeah, get that shit hard.
Give it some time.
Now you're getting hard.
What?
Are you thinking about the horse or time?
Time.
Now, please, guys, don't touch dicks.
Keeps on slipping.
Okay. Look,
I'm about to fucking lock both of you up in my dreadlocks for indecent exposure in a goddamn radio studio.
to be fair, I did ask him to do it.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's
come here to
art.
talk about
All right,
this.
look. Yeah, that's true. We are making art right now, so you can't. All right.
Out obscenity.
Let's vote. Colin, how are you voting? I bet I know, but which scenario are you
I
voting
never really focused on the entire
Yeah.
question.
Right.
So I'll take the half of the question that had all the numbers.
I have the
on
numbers in it, of course. Yeah. Okay. And Dr. Green, I'm pretty sure I know where you're.
Yeah, I
voting.
gotta be a 10-foot tall popcorn man with no fucking dreadlocks. Hard pass. Give me the dictatorship of the fisherman any day of the week.
All right, great. So that we're tied right now. That leaves us to Maxwell Keeper to break the tie. How are you voting?
I'm going fisherman, baby, all the way.
And why is that?
That's another edition of.
wait. No, you got to explain yourself.
Oh, sorry. I like that they're getting rid of daylight savings time.
Okay, great. All right, so let's see. You two voted together. That cancels itself out, and so that means Colin, you're our winner. Congratulations. That's
huge
how we
fan of
play.
me.
Would you rather? Engineer Ryan, It's almost like you're forgetting how to play this game we play every week.
You ever play Guess the Number?
I haven't. How would we play that?
I think of a number
you're thinking of a number?
and you guess it.
Is it between something?
Yes, it is.
Can you give me the
Naked
parameters?
men.
It's between two naked men.
It's
It's a number standing between two naked men.
probably an 8.
You're right.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's how we play Would You Rather. We only have one final feature here on the show. It's a special 420 themed plugs.
Hey there, Scott's guest. I've got something to tell you, so please don't freak out, but I think I love you. Maybe you can plug something, and I'll show up with my grandma's ring. We'll tie the knot right on the spot and be happy till we die of old age. But I have to be honest, if we're gonna make it, we have to be. I don't think that you even notice me. What am I, invisible?
Beautiful. That was Hey There, Scott's Guest by Jared McCammon. Thank you so much, Jared. If you have a plug theme, you know what to do with it. And guys, what are we plugging? Of course, it's 420. Maxwell, we haven't seen you in a bit. What do you like to plug here?
Just if you want to know what time it is, look at your watch.
And not have you call them?
Well, no, or look at the sun, or call me. There's so many ways. Yes.
Sure. Yeah, I would think
but
it would
just keep apprappreciating the time.
Okay, sure.
And hey, if you got any Kong directors you like, tweet them at me.
Sure, where?
Just tweet them and I'll do a search.
Okay. So you're going to do a search for Kong director?
I'll do it, yeah. Hashtag Kong director.
Hashtag Kong director. Great. Okay. Dr. Green, what would you like to plug?
I would like to plug the classic young adult film, The Space Between Us, starring Britt Robertson and Asa Butterfield.
Okay, great.
Came
It's out there on iTunes.
Yeah, running time 121 minutes. Budget of 30 million, made 10.5 million at the box office.
Oh,
so
now you're getting excited.
Yeah.
It ain't shit.
There's a porn parody of Space Between Us.
what's it called?
Space Between Us has an 8 in it.
I thought it would be the space
between us.
The space between anus.
The 8 between anus.
Okay, you got it.
The 8 between it is. Anyway, and that's it. You can also always catch me down at Dr. Green's Emporium,
Sure.
fighting crime under Venice Boardwalk. And if you see a criminal strung up by a dreadlock, tweet at me. Maybe I'll give you the code to unlock it.
And let them free?
Yes, I can go catch him again.
Okay, why bother?
Why bother? I don't know. It's more about the sport for me, really, than the actual sense of justice.
Okay. Colin, what do you have to plug?
There are 420 shows at the UCB Theater in LA, starting at 4:20 p.m.
Oh, wow. So if you're listening to it this morning,
Yeah.
head on
Go
over
to
there.
mattbesser.com for more info.
Which one? Is it Sunset or is it Franklin? Or both?
mattbesser.com on Franklin.
I don't mean the website. I mean which theater?
Yes, the Franklin Theater.
The Franklin Theater. Okay, that'll be fun.
Yeah, smoke it up.
And do you have any podcasts that you like to listen to, Colin?
I love improv for humans.
Oh, and that's because of the 4, if you draw it the certain way.
Yeah.
But again, same problem. Your dick slides at the top when you're fucking a 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you do the closed 4, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the closed 4.
Yeah. Do they have a special show today for 420?
They sure do. That's right.
Yeah, don't they usually do one?
Especially indeed.
Yeah, okay. What do they have
especially
What do they
high.
have going on today?
Let's see. Mr. Gabrus Husky, Brian Husky, Mr. Horatio Sands, Gavin Spieler, all getting really high and doing improv.
Oh, I love it. Okay. So check that out over on iTunes or Earwolf or Stitcher or wherever you like. I want to plug, remember, we're going to be going out there and doing a live comedy Bang Bang at Vulture Fest. At the Brooklyn Academy of Music on May 20. That's exactly a month from now. That's going to be myself, Paul F. Tompkins, Lauren Lapkus, Jason Mantzoukas, some more special guests. That's going to be a really fun one. So go on over to Vulture Fest and check out how to buy tickets. And also mentioned it. No, I didn't mention it before, but going to be on the season finale of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, my favorite. Nines are sweet.
Where it's at, right?
Yeah, you get a 9 and a 6 together. We call it 96.
Oh, okay.
They rub butts.
That'll be in May sometime. And let's close up the old plug bag.
Talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, guys. Well, I got to say this wasn't the 420 show I expected, but thank you anyway. What did you expect?
I expected just to be talking about the history of the number.
Well, you did that.
I didn't understand all this weed stuff.
But you said you smoke kind weed.
I was also offended by the whole not supporting a homosexual's right to feel they should be illegal.
Okay, I support you in that right there, I guess. Okay.
Thanks for having us on S-Town.
This is not S-Town.
This isn't Scott-Town?
I guess it sort of is, but by the way, do you know the guy in S-Town?
I thought this was Five-Town. That's an S?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Five-Town.
No, do you know that guy in S-Town? The guy who works at the clock store? People are constantly writing to me about it.
Yes, they're writing to me too. They want me to make a joke about a sad thing.
Please don't do that.
I never would.
Dr. Green, so good to see you.
It's good to see you, brother.
Good luck with catching those criminals, and happy birthday to to Stephen Marley.
Stephen Marley, it's his birthday today.
So,
yes, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Hitler.
All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.
Hi, I'm Chris Gethard, and I'm the host of a show called In Your Dreams.
I had a dream that I was in my basement, and I very enthusiastically cut off my left hand.
Alongside my very good friend and dream analyst, Gary Richardson. This was a show where we started off, we said we were going to analyze dreams. We said people could call in, let us know about their dreams, and we'd break them down.
When I do have dreams, I call them like reality mares.
That dream made me want to throw up. That was disgusting. But I'll say, pretty much right out of the gate, things got a little crazy.
What are we doing? What the hell is this? You're gonna put a fucking mattress ahead of our friendship?
Find out what went down. Walk into the heart of darkness with us. It's like my personal Apocalypse Now. Listen to In Your Dreams, very kindly presented by the folks at Casper. It's only on Earwolf. It's one of the things I'm most proud of. Comedically, I think it's pretty strange, pretty funny, and I think you will enjoy it. Thanks so much.
Executive Chris Colin Ramsey. For more information,